Hooray! The overlords have once again gifted us with the newest update on audio effects, more arrays and more string function. If you're thinking, wow, that's interesting. No, it's not. Basically, it's just more convenient stuff. It's more technical. It's faster. It's definitely helpful, but it won't be like, wow, this update, oh, I must get it. This is like the newest, the hottest, the greatest, the best. No, it's some practical stuff. I'm not gonna deny it. Pretty good things which are making your life easier for programmers, for the more visual dudes, the artistic dudes, not so much, to be honest. So once again, what we got? New array functions, new string functions, runtime selection once you install it. This is cool, so you can check it out. This comes in handy because, just a little anecdote from my side, I started an old project file, so I just updated it, so manually. That was, I guess, my mistake. You just go under preferences, then runtime, where's runtime feeds, master, and then you just select, hey, cool, the newest one. Then I just clicked on that and then activate the new one, and then it restarted, and then it pretty much crashed each time. So just to remedy that, just uninstall it, install it again, and then it works out of the box. Kind of weird, I didn't have that before, but oh well, this is just a little inconvenience, but in my opinion not something terrible and bad. But let's go to the bling bling part, because I guess this is the most interesting thing. We got new effects, so let's go with the newest one, which is Parallax Background. What is this? I have no idea. So let's mess around with that and give it a completely pointless sprite. Yes, I'm not supposed to do that. And then we got our blocks, which we can do something with that. What is it useful for? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea how to use it, what to use it for. Maybe have some animation run over that, or maybe use it as a background. Looking cool, but I don't see practicability in this regard, what we can actually do here. Then we got hue. This is new. Kind of fascinating, because I actually use that one to do the Hotline Miami background, so I will just do a huge shift. Interestingly enough, there is no luminosity in here, so this should be actually a 3-value thing. So not just saturation. So normally you just have 3 values: hue, saturation, and luminosity, or light. It still does work out of the box, so you can actually do that, the Hotline Miami color shifting now with this visual effect. So that's pretty cool. Then we got ripples. Not sure what to do with that, to be honest. It's creating ripples, that's alright. Speed, amplitude. Then you can completely mess up the screen if you like. Pretty neat gizmo, but starting from, let's say, 1 point. And then maybe you want to start it from a different point, and then, oh, I don't know. something, I don't know. Then let's go to the next one, which is Panorama. This is Google Street View out of the box. Where are you? So here you can just go around and do a 360 image. So here, this is the default one. Let's mess around with that. You can actually use your own thing. Yes, I'm not supposed to do that once again. And here, what we can actually do is kind of create a sphere which is rounded, because these things are actually square. There's no round elements in there. You can kind of create a sphere around it. So this could be kind of used and abused as a skybox, if you like. So that's actually kind of interesting. If you maybe want to abuse this as a fake background, like Secret of Mana or F-Zero or something like this. So that could be practically applied to this one. Then we got the next one, which is the Parallax Background. Once again, what is this? Okay, so this is flat thing. So let's mess around with that once again. What we can, I'm not supposed to do that once again. What we can actually do is this. This could be interesting. So as you can see, we could kind of simulate an Outrun game or F-Zero game once again, because here we got the skybox. Cool. So we could actually create kind of an interesting thing just by changing the Z-axis here to simulate kind of movement which is not present. So that could be interesting for that. And then we got the best, I guess, of all these things, which is the old film. So here, film grain. If you want to just have some film grain, so basically hairs and dots and things flying around on the screen, just kind of emulating good old film technique, then here you go. Alrighty, so let's go into the more practical stuff, which a few things are pretty decent. So here once again, let's say you got a long number, and then this is then binary literals. What you can actually do is, so you're thinking, okay, how long is that? Is that millions, billions? Now you can do this and this and this, and then we see, it's a billion. Cool. So here, this is how you can separate. This is just code based. So if you would print that number out, it would be still one block. So there are no spaces in between. This is just for you, so you can see it visually better. So that's pretty cool. And that's it. Then let's go into strings. The most interesting part is that you can now, if you, for example, create a string, so this is actually a new function, string extend, you can actually input some stuff, or just string. You can actually do that with string also, where you have placeholders, and then you got, I don't know, numbers. So this would be number 0, so this is the placeholder 1, this is the placeholder 2, and placeholder 3. So you can actually have outside variables and then put them in here. So I don't know, var number, and then let's give it 12, and then we can actually use that here, and then this placeholder will be used in the string, which is pretty cool. So this is kind of a handy thing. And then you got string, and string extend allows you a little bit more functionality, but for most people that would be easier, because now stringing things together is easier. So the technical term is concatenation, something like this. Sorry, my English is terrible in this kind of regard. So basically chaining strings together, and here you can do that more convenient. Cool. So that's pretty much it for that part. Let's jump right into arrays. So normally you got array create, and then I don't know if you want to have another entry, boom, you got it. Now you can actually do something like this. You can have array create extend. This is new, where you have 100 entries, and then you pass in a function, and this function is just giving one number, so it's 1 2 3 4 5, and then it's creating 100 entry points, arrays, where you input a number in there. Good stuff. So why not? And then you can actually use that stuff also. So once again, the idea behind is that you can have a functionality by a function, and then pass it in. And this is once again a new array filter, so you can actually filter entries, and then you, I don't know, add to this specific scores array only the entries which are bigger than 50. So this is how you can manipulate. Of course, there are a few more. There's, I guess, for each array something functionality, but here those two ones will be the most important ones. So once again, convenient technical stuff, not earth-shattering, but kind of welcome. So what else do we got? Audio effects. Here, completely blank on that one. We got, I don't know, bit crusher. That could be interesting to hopefully to distort things. So you downsampling, what is it? Sound files, and then you can maybe, please correct me on that. Here, this I'm not a musical guy, so I'm pretty terrible with these things. Maybe you can create with that 16-bit sound. So I don't know, you got a high resolution sound effect or music, then boom, you downsample it, and then it becomes like in the good old Super Nintendo area. So that could be, then you can put in delay, gain, high pass filter. I'm not sure what all these things are. So once again, if you are a music guy which has a great affinity and knows what all these things mean, please link in the, just put that into the comments, because that could be interesting for me also. What else do we got? String, yeah, here, pass in some stuff. So once again, more functionality, then more strings, string replace, string upper. So here once again, more string manipulation, so more functionality has been added, and even for searching and so on. And then we're pretty much done. So that was pretty much it. So once again, should you update it? Is this the biggest, the hottest, the greatest? Nah, it's all right. The functionality is of course welcome. It's making life easier. So for strings, definitely, for arrays also. Then runtime selection, okay, why not? Audio effects, I'm blanking out here. Literals, actually pretty cool, so you can see bigger numbers. And then, well, you have filters, which are not mentioned in this article, which is kind of strange, because they are the bling bling part, the visual part of GameMaker. Yeah, but the filters are not, they're, how can I say it? They're pretty cool, but they are more niche. So the general application for most of them is very limited. Very, very, very limited. Of course, they're welcome. Why not? I love it. Once again, where is the bloom shader or the bloom filter? Come on. This is the best of the best of the best. I want that. That is the only one which I'm actually still wishing for. So update it if you like, but there is nothing which is just giving you like, wow, this is the coolest, the hottest, the best. It's just functional. It's a better update than the last one. Not gonna deny that. Here, tons of new things which have been added, updated, and done. So once again, this is more for the programmers, a great update. For visuals or for people which are more into the music stuff, could be something interesting with the audio effects. Have to do a video on that, because not sure about here. But for I don't know, for the visual, for game designers, not too much actually in here. Well, so that was pretty much it from my side. I will check this out later and see what I can actually do with all these new functionalities, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. One up indie.